debate last night. Any big takeaways for you?
Listen, I don't think the debate is going to be a game changer, a vice presidential debate, though I think this one is slightly more important simply because, frankly, the ages of the candidates, for the presidency. But I think Mike Pence clearly won that debate in every way that a debate can be won on that level. I just don't really understand how anyone could pretend otherwise. I didn't think Donald Trump won the first debate, but I clearly think Mike Pence won this debate.
Yeah. What would be the argument that Kamala, or I guess maybe I say this, on what points did he win? Like was he more calm? I hate these debate formats so much, so it's hard for me to even talk about them because I despise it so much. But on what points did he win? How would someone say he won?
I just want to add that I hate these debate structure, the way these debates are structured as well. I think you should let them fight. We're not, in 10th grade debating class where we have 2-minute increments in which to talk. I mean, if they're on a good topic and they're having a good debate, let them go, right? I don't know that any specific points stood out, but I think he did very well in someone else said this on Twitter, but I think he is better at defending Trump's record than Trump is at defending his record. So I think his pushback on questions that were, again, just completely loaded on abortion, on the coronavirus response, on packing the courts. I think he did the job of the media in asking her, putting her on the spot and her not answering some ridiculous thing about some race-based answer, which they always sort of rely on when they have nothing to, when they have nothing positive to say or they don't want to answer a question. So I don't know that it was one big moment, but I think just in general, he did a good job of pushing back on a lot of the topics where the media is generally just helping Democrats on.
One last point on the format. There was 2 moments in particular. One, they were having a pretty good back and forth about foreign policy. And the moderator, whoever, she said, we got to move on now. And I'm just thinking, why? We got to get to your precious 10 topics? Let them go. What's the big deal? What's the rush? And it's very, very frustrating. Right. Well, let's speak about foreign policy for a second. So I thought Pence did a wonderful job talking about Soleimani and al-Baghdadi. I thought that was very effective. The clear difference between the two on that side, right? Do you think that'll move any needle at all, as much as a needle can be moved?
I think there were good answers, and I think that this idea that Joe Biden has been this tough guy, fighting against terrorism and bad guys is a mythology that's built up somewhat, and that's been built up by the coverage. But I think Pence did a good job in pushing back against that. I'm not sure if he mentioned, but he should have, that Joe Biden also had advised Barack Obama not to kill bin Laden, which I'm not sure he mentioned, but. Oh, he did.
I think I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, but killing terrorists abroad, I think, is something that Americans are fine with as long as we're not, some war, right? So her answer to that was terrible. And then she brought up this complete lie that we now know is not true about how Russians had put bounties on American soldiers and that Trump had done nothing. Well, they had sent pallets filled with cash to literally the murderers of American soldiers. And, so I wish you would have stressed that a little more as well, because I don't think people really understand what went on in that situation during the Obama administration.
Wow. That was deep and insightful. I want more of that. Subscribe, get more.